Hello, Philadelphia! I'm Bruce Buffer. It's time for the Anthony Gorgano Show!
Live from the Xfinity studio. Well, good morning. Happy Wednesday to all as free agency begins. We go from the legal tampering period to free agency, and it's already wild. Late last night, you got the news that the Ravens reneged on the trade. Oh, my God. And now they send Maxx Crosby back to the Raiders, and just seconds ago, they have signed Trey Hendrickson to a 4-year, $112 million deal. Do we have Mikey Jules? All right. So coming up shortly, Mike Garafolo will be on the show, and we will see how that impacts the Eagles. Right off the bat, I know there was a Diana Rossini report that said, okay, we got him. Let's go right to him because he's our insider. He's everybody's insider. NFL Network's own Mike Garafolo on the Xfinity mobile call-in line. Mikey G, the Ravens is wild. They just signed Hendrickson after reneging on the trade to Maxx Crosby.
What are you saying, Ant? What are you saying?
It's wild. It's absolutely wild. Yeah. Make sense of it.
They didn't like what they saw in their physical last night with Trey Hendrickson. Not Trey Hendrickson, with Maxx Crosby. I mean, as soon as that happened, we got word that they were pivoting toward and everybody's like, oh, look, I said they were going to sign Trey Hendrickson. Congratulations to all of Twitter for seeing that this is the way that it was going to go. Great job, everybody. All right, relax.
I tweeted that out.
There you go. See, everybody had it. Boy, Greg. Yeah, it's they what I can't figure out, and I've talked to GMs about this today and last night and today. When you do a deal, like the deal was done Friday. Conversations were before that, leading up to Friday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday last night. Okay, so 5 days. There, you're getting opinions, not opinion. You're getting information about the injury. Like you can send us your scans. Let's take a look at it. And then, you do your own, that's fine. Like that's so the evaluation as it goes on before that, like what did you see differently with your scans versus those scans? And like, that's going to be it is the question here through the whole process, but the opinions are split. The opinions are split. I mean, and nobody knows because their own doctor hadn't negotiated or hadn't evaluated him. And if they had, they would have their own opinion. So I can't go ask the GM of the Colts or Bills, who's really not involved here. I mean, they're hearing things.
Right.
Hey, GM, yeah, we heard it's a bad surgery. Okay, great. You heard it's a bad surgery. You don't know.
Right.
So you don't know what you would do in that situation. And Baltimore's doctor is apparently notorious for, I don't like what I see.
Wow.
So, but it's also hard to do this. And we talked about this. I highlighted Rappaport's report from Super Bowl Sunday, which was by now he's not going to have medical clearance, which is why that day, and I said to him, I'm like, we talked about it. I said, there's no way it's going to last until the draft. He says, no, I think that's when the deal's probably more likely to get done because there'll be more medical clarity. And I said, but teams aren't going to wait. They have to do, which is how it played out, right? Like you got to do it now because now's when the money's available. Now's when the draft capital is available. Like you've got to budget everything. So that's why, despite it being early in the process, the Ravens pushed through that and other teams were willing to push through that and say, let's get the deal done now. But the problem is when it comes time for the medical evaluation, you're not far enough down the line to have a clearer picture of what's going on. Even Elatrash is saying that in his statement that he released this morning. So it's a tough situation. Nobody can say from afar how they would have handled it because they're not in that situation. The Ravens made a call, and that's where we are.
So what happens with the Raiders in the cap, right? Because they go sign all those players, and then they're going to keep Max, or are they still going to move them? Like, what happens there?
I mean, they're going to circle back here, and the cap wise, they're going to be okay. I don't I don't sense that there's going to be an issue there. And look, you got a couple of days to figure this out. With regard, my question for them is more not the cap but the spend, right? Because that's a place that's kept the purse strings tight. In fact, they had to spend the last couple of days to get to the minimum spend, right? There's a salary cap and there's a floor as well. That was negotiated back in 2011 and is part of the collective bargaining agreement. So they had to get to that. So that's why they were like, great, let's just throw bags of money and spend like drunken sailors on Tyler Linderbaum. Would that deal have looked different if they still had Maxx? Yes, I believe it would have. And in the end, would they have landed him? I don't know. That's up to Linderbaum and stuff that we can't answer at this point. Now, they're going to honor that agreement. It's going to continue to push forward, but it just changed everything. Like the ripple effect of this whole thing is just fascinating, really.
It really is. I mean, they go sign Nakobe Dean, right? Like the Quay Walker. Like, yeah. I mean, it's crazy. It's like the whole thing's wild.
Yeah, it is. It is. And now what do you do with Maxx? Because listen, he said all the right things on his way out. So he can certainly go back. And the fan base, there were some fans I saw that were upset with oh, you lied to us and this and that. He can say, like, this wasn't me. They traded me.
Right.
They wanted to move in a certain direction. I said, okay, well, he can massage that. I'm not worried about that part. It's just a question of the move was made because they weren't ready to compete. And does he now look at it and say, well, Ravens are out, Cowboys are out. This also, and this is just myself, right?
Sure.
This is like flashing the bat signal in the sky for Howie, right? Because now you can come in and get creative. Now you can, and they were in it. I mean, they had conversations with the Raiders. So it's not like this is going to come out of left field, right? They can re-engage here. And you've got your own situation with AJ that you've got to try to get creative about. So this is like doubly creative. This is the kind of stuff that Howie seems to live for. So I'm sure there have been and will be conversations to figure out if there's something that they can do here. Now, what's the compensation, right? Because now you've got, and this will be part of the leverage, I guess, any other team that engages the Raiders has. He's got a failed physical, right? So we're not going 2 first-round picks. We may not even go 1 first-round pick. Right. So this is all, again, ripple effects and something that's got to play out over the course of days or weeks here.
But you're so right, because this is Howie's bailiwick. This is where he's shines. Get creative, deal maker. That's what he is. He's a deal maker. There was a report that the Eagles were interested in Trey Hendrickson.
They were, yeah.
Right. So I heard that they couldn't afford Hendrickson and re-sign and extend Jalen Carter. So I was told that, they didn't expect to land Hendrickson because they couldn't afford that and extend Carter. Yeah,
well, that's why. I mean, listen, it's all. Right? Is it Carter, or is it something like you got to pull from somewhere else, right? And I understand that, but it was okay. It's his market isn't what he thought it was. Let's see if we can get him on a lower number, right? Like that's what you do. I mean, that's why they did the 1-year deal with Riq Woolen, because it's like his market wasn't what he thought.
Right.
So let's get in here and hey, you come play for us for a year. You play well. It's a great system. You fit what we do. We got 3 terrific corners, right? It's only going to help you set your market up for later while helping us in the short term. It's like create. So that's what Howie does a lot, is like, okay, the market isn't where it was. Let's see if we can come in at a lower number and lure them here, because we've got a winning football team. We've got a really good, in that case, defense. So it's sort of like that with Crosby now, and it was sort of like that with Hendrickson as well. So that's once I heard that I thought it was going down yesterday. I really did. I thought the Eagles were signing Hendrickson yesterday, and frankly, well, we were getting a little bit of that buzz.
Yeah,
but the timing of it, now that I pieced it all together, because this Ravens thing played out over the entire afternoon,
right?
And I'm the timing of it now that I'm thinking like the Ravens must have pivoted around that time, and that changed the whole landscape of everything. Because I know the Colts were in it as well, but they're trying to get Daniel Jones done first. So it's almost like it was a race, and it just lined up perfectly for Hendrickson to go to Baltimore. And by the way, when I say that I thought they were signing him. It was like all of a sudden I started to hear these things. It's not like they were on the verge of an agreement. I was just saying I can see where this is potentially going here, and I thought that maybe they were going to close it out.
Things would align.
Right.
Hendrickson's
Yeah.
value
But they were definitely
would drop. You
they
have
were
to
having
go.
conversations.
Yeah.
Yep.
That makes perfect sense. All right,
Yeah.
so where do they go here with edge? Because they still need an edge, right? So if you have Maxx on one side, now that's you got, like you said, you got to be real creative. Or is it one of the lesser guys that they would look at? Like we've talked about the names, Leonard Floyd,
Greenard.
Well, so Greenard is the guy I want to get to because he fits the Eagles really well. Like he fits Vic's system, and like I don't know what you have to give up to get him. And would he want? What would the deal that you would have to kind of extend him, right? And what would you have to pay him?
Yeah, I mean it'd be certainly much less than. I mean he had 2 seasons back to back of double digits, and then last year was a down year. I think he played only 12 games too as well. So it would be a much lower number than what you're seeing from these guys. So trying to see here. Sorry.
I love this.
Mike's
getting the text.
Well,
Mike's phone's on fire. There's flames coming out of it.
Yeah. No, they're moving me up. I got to get up. I got to get up in a little bit. So
yeah.
I mean, it's all, and then what are they going to wind up doing with him? I mean, do you have to trade for him? A lot. That's what's happening with a lot of these guys. Like, are they going to wind up cutting some of these guys here? We know they want to trade them. So they got to pivot to that kind of stuff today. So it's not. Hassan Reddick is still out there as well. That would be a lot lower than the price was on him before, but you can get some production there. So they're going through all these guys, all these possibilities. They were aiming for the top of the market. Let me just, because I got to go. So,
I know. AJ, tell me about AJ.
Yeah.
Anything before you go? AJ, anything happening there?
That's not, in the words of Rocky Balboa, I ain't hear no bell. Okay, Ant? I didn't hear no bell. I'm not declaring that dead yet. I am not. No, I am not.
Are there other suitors, you think, besides New England?
I still think it's New England. But, I mean, listen, I thought of it myself. Not myself. I didn't thought of it myself. I thought to myself when this went down last night, okay, if I'm the Ravens, I got these picks and this money back. What? You just sign Trey Hendrickson, maybe use those picks. Now, there's money, too, involved with AJ. It's not just the picks, but why not try to go explore that as well? But, no, I still think the most likely destination would be the Patriots, despite their deal for Romeo Doubs that they did. I'm not declaring this one dead, Ant. We still got how many hours to the start of the league year? 3 and 4. They got 7 hours to the start of the league year. TBD. It ain't over yet.
Okay. All right. You hear something, let us know. We'll be following you.
Yeah.
We'll be watching you, the whole thing. You're the greatest, brother. Thanks, pal.
You got it, pal. Appreciate it. Thank you.
There he is, Mikey G, hot off the presses, covering everything. This is awesome, man. We got all kinds of stuff moving. It's fluid, VG, fluid.
It's like breaking news in the war room here. It's great, man. We got a national guy. Like Mike G's on with us, and I'm on a chain with Jamie and some friends of Jamie. Like 2 minutes after Mike's on, he's like, Hendrickson to the Ravens. Like, yeah, turn our show on. We got Mike G on, dude.
Watch the
You
show,
sent a text
man.
out.
Like,
we got Mike G on.
You're right, we know. So, all right, this is wild. So Maxx could be back in play with the Eagles because, like, Howie, the wizard can make something happen. The beauty is, like, I don't know, like, you might be able to get Maxx without giving up 2 ones.
You grab Dr. Nick from The Simpsons. You run out there, look at the knee, get an okay.
Who
and you
cares?
give him the one you're going to get for AJ from the Patriots and a 3.
Right.
Good.
Right. Like,
perfect.
Like, you can figure this out.
Yeah. Like, it'd be great. Like, behind the curtain, is how we super cool at commerce. He's a little bugged out, panicking a little bit about the edge market, and we all just think he's all cool and calm and watching it.
Well, I can
like,
tell
we sit
you.
back like he's petting a cat,
Yeah.
just watching it all break down,
I
ready
think
to
he's
pounce.
petting the cat.
Yeah.
I think he's petting the cat. I got to tell you, knowing him, I know the guy since he got here in 2001. right? Like literally, I know how the guy works. I was talking to him the other day, yesterday. He's petting the cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's petting the cat. He's figuring it out. Like this is an opportunity. He's an opportunist, right? Like this is why you don't go in early on guys and you let the market kind of figure itself out, and then you got bargains, right? And you got deals to be made.
Yeah. Well,
Like listen, Riq Woolen was I like listen, I know he had a bad year last year and they went on to win the Super Bowl and the whole thing. I get it. He's a good fit, man. That's a good sign. That's a value signing. I love their secondary now.
yeah, I think they overpaid a little bit for the 1 year, but it's a prove-it deal.
Yeah.
Because he's got a little mental lapses, a lot of penalties.
Yeah.
So maybe a little off-the-field stuff, a little head case at times. But in man coverage, he's almost as good as it gets. He's as sticky gets in man coverage.
Exactly. Like the fact that you got Woolen and Q.
Yeah.
Dude, this defense is great.
I mean,
you add an edge. So if you add either Maxx or you add Greenard, because he's my other one. If not Maxx, then I want Greenard. I love Greenard. And I talked to somebody yesterday, and I'm going to read you the scouting. I'm going to read you the scouting report about Greenard, and this is what excites me about him. And so, very talented, Pro Bowl caliber. Will be more productive in Vic's system, less moving parts for him, plays run physically, can wreck games in pass rush in a good way, can get emotional, but nothing crazy.
all right.
I mean, Jonathon Greenard, like that would be my, other than Maxx, that would be my, let's go.
Yeah.
Right? Like that would be my let's go moment.
I'm maxed up, though, dude.
Oh, Maxx would be ridiculous. I mean, if you got me, yeah, of course, Maxx.
Yeah,
Maxx. That would be unbelievable. So then
Put
you
a
get
whole new spin on VJ Maxx in town.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
we got a couple Maxes.
It would be fantastic. The only thing better than Maxx is Moss.
So look at the stats. Eagles played 55% in man. They got a guy who 0.5 yards per coverage snap in man. Fewest completion rate among outside corners in man. 8 interceptions in man in the last 3 years, third in the NFL. So I think
I love it. I love it.
Such an upgrade over what we had.
Huge upgrade.
CB2 last time.
Oh my God, huge upgrade. I freaking love it, man. I think it's a great signing. Great signing.
Like I usually read the other towns' newspapers to see, and they try to say, we're not losing much. But even after I read it, they tried to slate them. I still felt really good about it.
No,
just fits what we're doing here.
He's again, dude. The one thing I've learned after all these years is that it's always about system. It's about fit. What players fit in what system with what coaches.
Mm-hmm.
It's everything, right? It's fit in any kind of workplace, right? Like all that stuff.
Like Mickey Durkin's out on this. A little mental lapse. VG, he's a nutcase. Did you see the Rams game, VG?
Yeah. No, I got no issues.
The Rams, the Seahawks are way more zone than the Eagles play. So
that's what they are.
Yeah.
No, I honestly, I love the fact that he's a man guy, a man kid, because I think he just fits Vic's system. So we'll see about Maxx. We'll see about the edge. And then there's the AJ saga, right? So yesterday, people were wondering when the Patriots signed Romeo Doubs and gave him the 4 years, $80 million. Good luck with that. I mean,
I joked about that yesterday. How he being like, good luck with Romeo Doubs.
Yeah, if that's your counter, okay, all right. Like he's not a number one, so I don't know what you're getting.
Right.
I still think they might be in the market, right? I actually, Mike just said it, but I think they're going to be in the market. The Ravens, even with the
Ravens, that is weak. This is weak. They saw the Hendrickson market play out. And then I think they just were like, we just say we don't like this.
Yeah.
We get Hendrickson without giving up 2
but
ones.
Mike's right about the doctor. That doctor.
It's the Cowboys doctor? Is that the guy?
Is the Ravens doctor is renowned for that stuff.
Oh, the Ravens. Because I thought they actually consulted with the Cowboys doctor,
but
too.
Their doctor is known for that.
Yeah, I don't know. It just stinks a little. It smells a little
It
fishy.
does. I mean, no, without a doubt. When that thing came about, it's like, what? I was trying to make sense of it. I had a dinner last night with a bunch of guys, and it was a great kind of networking thing, and so I had to give a little talk, so I was kind of talking to the guys, and one of the guys sees his phone and goes, "Did you see this?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Yeah, they reneged on the trade and blah blah blah."
You made
blah.
that guy's night. That guy's breaking news to Anthony Gargano.
And I was
man.
I was like, "You got to be kidding
He
me."
went home and told the wife.
I was like, "You got to
tipped off Gargano."
I was like, "You got to be kidding me." And so anyway, wild, right? Like absolutely wild. So then you got, where does AJ go? Is it New England? Is it Baltimore? I still think that trade happens, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Omar Cooper was in town yesterday. You get 10 visits.
Yeah.
Right? Cooper, if you don't know, was Indiana national champion, right? He was one of their receivers. They had three really good receivers. The top two were Omar Cooper and Surratt, right? Cooper and Surratt and then they have a kid Becker who is their speed guy on the outside. He's not coming out. But Cooper is really good. He had the great catch against Penn State. A lot of people here know him for that.
Oh, that's the guy.
Yes.
Oh, that catch was ridiculous.
I love the kid. Baldy and I told you last week we did receivers. He grades out really well. I love that. I love that.
Here's what Rossini says a minute ago. It's been made clear by multiple people around the NFL at all levels that Baltimore had all the information, understood where Max's knee was in terms of recovery timeline. The league believes GM Eric DaCosta and the Ravens ultimately just got cold feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Weak.
That's weak.
It's weak because everything that fell into place for the Raiders after that, I mean.
Weak.
Gotta be.
Crazy stuff. You're a man of the moon.
Yes.
Was there a full moon or something going on?
Let me check my calendar.
Because last night was bizarre. First of all, Viva Italia.
Hey!
All right. As Team Italy shocks the world yesterday and beats Team USA because Mark DeRosa thought that they had thought they had the berth wrapped up in the next round. So he sits his team. The lineup was like no Bryce.
No Bregman.
He sits all his guys like, what are you doing? And meanwhile, Michael Lorenzen. You remember Michael Lorenzen? He was here. Michael Lorenzen, Jules, how about it? He pitches a gem start.
Lorenzino.
Yeah. Lorenzo. No. And Team Italy holds on. It was 8-1. And then we had this big text chain going on here at work. So the bro is all, Team USA up. And VG and I are all Italy up, right? Like, come on. Like, you kidding me? For Italy to beat US, the big leaguers, you got to root for that, right? So it's like 8-1, then it's 8-4. Crow Armstrong goes yard.
Man, I love that guy.
And bro's chirping. And he's sending the tight butts, right? All these emojis and everything else. I'm hitting him back with a Gandolfini meme, giving him the finger, all kinds of stuff. And Team Italy holds on to win 8-6. And now USA, this is wild. Like, they need, you have it? What has
the hopes ride on Aaron Nola.
You can't script that.
Right,
own Aaron Nola.
So here we go. Italy wins, USA advances. Mexico wins and scores 5 or more runs. Italy and USA advance. Mexico wins and scores 4 or less. Mexico and Italy advance.
So Italy's already in.
Yeah.
It sounds.
Yeah, if Italy wins, they'll be in. Yeah.
No, but if they lose, right?
If Italy wins against USA, USA and Italy advance, I guess.
If Italy beats Mexico, they're in.
If Italy
loses to Mexico, what has to happen? Mexico has to score how many runs?
If Italy what?
So if Mexico, here's what it is. Like if Mexico
wins.
What's Team USA need them to get? 6 runs? 5 runs?
If they win, they need them to get 5 runs. They need Italy to give up 5 runs.
Okay. That's bizarre.
Does it have to be this complicated?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Uh-oh.
The pool
Dings are
play.
going off. Phones are going off.
Yeah, pool play. This is wild. I mean, actually, Adam Schefter. NFL Now is exploring playing a game on Thanksgiving Eve.
No, it's the biggest party night of the year.
Yes!
You can't ruin another party night.
Football!
No.
Thanksgiving Eve!
No.
Yes!
That's a
Freaking
sacred party
awesome!
night.
Oh, my
man.
God.
You people with kids that don't go out are ruining everything.
Oh.
We need it as a party night.
Yes!
No.
Right from the Reading Terminal Market to watch the game. We should have a watch along. Oh, I love it. Thanksgiving Eve. NFL. Freaking awesome.
Oh, no. It's
I love
too
it.
much.
I love it. All right, we got to take a quick break. We have lots to get to, including the bogus 83 points by Bam Adebayo
Weak.
last night. I still take Kobe's performance over the Fugazi Bam, where they're fouling him. He shot 43 free throws last night.
They're up like 20 fouling the other team or whatever.
Like ridiculous, right? Ridiculous. Anyway, we'll get to all that stuff. Crazy day. We'll keep you posted as all of our insiders will be churning through, EJ, everything. Coming up, the great Mike Sielski will join us. We'll go over all this Eagle stuff with Michael. Lots to do. Just getting started on a Wednesday. What a crazy day.
Well, you asked the last quarter. Today is the last quarter moon, so last night and today. It's a powerful time for release, banishing, and reflection, which is all what the Ravens did. They released, banished, and reflected.
That's bizarre. How about it? That's just bizarre. Bizarre. All right, let's take care of some business. Let's talk about the BetPark Sportsbook online casino app. Full card of college hoops today, beginning at 11:30. All right, the last game started at 11:30. We go 11:30 to 11:30, just basketball. Yeah. Oh, man, it's time to play. Make that your downtime fun time on the BetPark Sportsbook online casino app. The only online casino and sportsbook app that we recommend here. Championship week for men's college hoops, and the championships are there. Big 10, Big 12, ACC, Atlantic 10, SEC, the Big East, the American Conference. How about today at 11:30, the Explorers, 5.5-point dogs to St. Bonnie's. Temple tonight, a 1.5-point underdog against Florida Atlantic. Villanova on Friday. The Joe on Friday. The Joe. Let's go, Joe.
I like the Joe.
Yeah. Pitt, you got NC State. I mean, it's amazing. Right now, new casino users get up to 250 bonus spins on the hot slot gold, the Leprechaun's luck, all kinds of stuff. BetParks.com has all the details. You got to be in PA, New Jersey, Maryland, Michigan. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Hey, you ever have one of those days you're running so much you realize you forgot to eat? Well, that's why I've been loving what WAWA's doing these days. WAWA now has $5 deals all day long. Honestly, it makes life so much easier. You're starting early. You grab the $5 big breakfast meal deal. We're talking breakfast sandwich, hash brown, any size hot or iced coffee. That's a full morning win for $5, 5 to 11. Then later in the day, the value keeps rolling. Crispy chicken sandwich created your way, $5. And they even got new teriyaki recipes. Love the teriyaki for a limited time. It's real food, real value, built for busy days. No. Swing in, grab what you need, and keep it moving. Start your day strong. Fuel up whenever you need Wawa's $5 deals. Limited time, exclusive supply. See Wawa.com for details. Gotta have Wawa. Gotta have Wawa. Gotta have Sielski on the Xfinity mobile call-in line.
Sielski. Here comes Mike Sielski.
Michael, good morning. He knows, yeah. Okay.
I know. I keep doing that. God damn. Anyway, good morning to both you guys.
Good morning.
What a day. I love this stuff. All crazy news. It's fun.
This is the best time of the year in my estimate. Look, I love the start of the NFL season, especially because school is starting again and it's like the real new year. But right now, with free agency, March Madness, the NBA and the NHL starting to matter,
Baseball.
spring training, now the World Baseball Classic is a thing because Mark DeRosa doesn't know the rules. It's great.
It really is great. It's fantastic. Let's begin with the Eagles and the madness of the NFL. I wouldn't put. We just had Mike on. I don't know if you heard what Mike had to say, and we were talking about the possibility that Howie, and this is Howie, right? He's a deal maker. So all of a sudden, Maxx Crosby back in the fold, and you can get him at a reduced price. Like the knee, I don't know. Like I don't have to give you 2 ones now. I can see Howie coming in, swoop, swoop. And maybe landing Max, or at least making a play for him.
Yeah, I could too, especially given the fact that they signed Riq Woolen, right? They built up the back end a little bit more. You've got 3 tremendous cornerbacks now in Quinyon, Cooper, and Woolen. Look at the numbers on Woolen. He's tremendous.
Dude, he fits Vic's scheme. He's perfect. He's a man guy.
Right. And you're pretty much set at linebacker. I think in a perfect world, the Eagles and everybody else would have wanted to have Nakobe back, but that wasn't going to happen. You're in good shape with Bond and Campbell. Where are you weak? You're weak on the pass rush, right? You still need a guy there. As much as Jalen Hunt came along and however high your hopes might be for Nolan Smith, you still need a stud there. And if you can get Crosby, and as you said, a lower price, while still being able to improve other parts of that defense, yeah, that's how he sees into the 10th power.
Yeah,
Uh-oh, what we got?
Breaking news.
What we got? You're doing Schefter on you, looking at your phone in the middle of the show.
Yeah, well, it's from somebody.
No, he's not allowed to say.
Somebody.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, like there is a. I will just say this. I think that, they're going to make every overture to try to land him, Max. So,
okay.
They're going to make
Buckle up, everybody.
Let's go.
Buckle up.
They're going to make every overture to try to get him. Wow, man, that would be wild. Absolutely wild. This league is. It
felt like one of those like negotiations when you're a kid, when you're like picking stuff and like no do-overs. Like the Raiders needed to tell the Ravens no do-overs.
Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like I can't believe they just reneged on the deal. Like, how do you do that? You know that the knee was the knee. Like, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, there was a meme going around Twitter last night that if the Cleveland Browns had known they could have done this, they never would have traded for Deshaun Watson. Oops, do over.
This is like fantasy football. I didn't make that trade.
Yeah.
No,
it all comes back.
I get a 48-hour window.
It's a fat finger. I meant to hit decline. I hit accept by accident. Come on.
It all comes back to the Eric Lindros trade, where Pierre Pagé made the 2 deals at the same time, and whichever one worked out first was the one he was going to make the deal for, whether it was the Flyers or the Rangers.
It's the truth. It's the truth. All right, couple things off of this. Now, one of the other aspects is like what you're going to do with A.J. Brown, right?
Right.
So now it appears, according to Mike, the Patriots are not out of even though they signed Romeo Doubs, that they're still in for A.J. Brown. That's what Mike believes. And again, he just believes this. But you also have the Ravens, who signed Hendrickson now at a lesser number.
Right.
And they desperately need a receiver. They probably could become the favorite for AJ.
Don't you, if you're Howie, correct me if you think I'm wrong here, guys. If you're Howie, aren't you incentivized now to wait until after the June 1st designation, right? Because now you've got a couple of teams at play and you can wait and wait and wait. And maybe it makes it easier, not to trade him and not take the cap hit and then get something close to what you would have wanted.
Yes. So he always had the eye for post June 1. In fact,
right.
When he was talking to New England, and I know this, they were looking at, he wanted, New England was offering 31 in this year's draft. And I think there was a sweetener pick too. But Howie wanted next year's 27 pick because of obvious reasons. It
Sure.
should be in the 20s, could be in the teens, who knows, right? But
Yeah.
it should be better than 31. The other aspect of it is that he was looking to do a creative kind of split deal so that the thing could be consummated post June 1st because of the cap.
Right. And now, presumably you've got another team in play that you can use to play off of each other. This is part of the fun and the maddening nature of NFL free agency now, especially in a time of social media, right? Like, we're constantly evaluating everything through the prism of right now. And the executives themselves, especially one like Howie, who thinks long-term, smartly, they can't do that. They've got to wait. And so everybody loses their minds over, a report here or there. Oh, it could happen soon. Maybe, buckle up, get ready. But often circumstances change and you got to be able to adjust with them if you're an executive. And now all of a sudden, Howie seems to be in a pretty good position to do what he wants to do in terms of the AJ situation.
Yeah, he smartly, like you point out, like that's why you wait first day of free agency. And it's interesting. It's like this every year. Unless there's one player that you identify, like Saquon, right?
Right.
Hey, Jules, can we have Ben tweet the AJ clip per Mike? Sorry, because it's Mike. We're just, there's all kinds of breaking stuff. And anyway, I love this. Like, this is my kind of, I like the action.
Cuz is mainlining his coffee this morning.
Yeah, I love this stuff. I completely love it. But how are we waiting until the market shows itself, right?
Right.
And when you compare him to Morey, who completely bleeped up the trade deadline, and McCain, and Dombrowski, although I like the Luzardo trade, but still, he's had the Luzardo signing, but he still hasn't fixed the lineup or the outfield. There's been mistakes. You look at him, you look at how he's done, and all these other GMs, he's clearly the best GM in the history of this whole town. Like, you got to go back to the Fog, right? or who was it? Keith Allen. Keith Allen, not the Fog.
Yeah.
That was Fred Shiro. You got to go back to Keith Allen. Like, you're talking about, like, Pat Williams, who had the Sixers stacked for years with top draft picks. Like, Howie is in that pantheon of GM.
Yeah, and the waiting is the crucial thing, right? Like, it makes me think of the relative outrage in the aftermath of the NHL trade deadline this season, just last week, when Danny Briere didn't move on from Ristolainen. And, he's basically saying, like, we feel confident that we can get what we want for him in the offseason. Now, he may be totally wrong. I can remember when Sam Hinkie, for instance, traded away Michael Carter-Williams for a draft pick, people lost their minds. And the people, the Hinkie acolytes at the time were pointing out, like, look, he's making an odds play here. He had gotten a Lakers pick at a time when it looked like the Lakers were going to be terrible. And so he was banking that whatever pick he got for Michael Carter-Williams, he could turn into a better player than Michael Carter-Williams with that high draft pick. Well, it didn't work out that way. The Lakers ended up not being terrible, and I think they ended up trading the pick anyway. The point being, we don't know yet. And it's easy to get on Twitter and it's easy to get on shows like ours and say, oh, how he's screwing up, or why aren't they doing anything, or something along those lines. But you gotta be mindful of how circumstances can change over time. And you've, while at the same time reading the market as it is right now, and that's your correct beef with Morey and maybe Bob Myers, who knows? Bob Myers also works for Harris Blitzer and is not exactly one who would keep quiet, when it comes to the doings of an NBA team, when it comes to Jared McCain, right? Like, the Sixers, whoever made that decision just misread McCain and the market and all of it.
I mean, even the idea that, and Morey puts it out there that, oh, well, I wanted Kawhi, right? Like, that in itself is a bad.
This is the next level of what ended up biting Ruben Amaro. And I like Ruben a lot. He's a friend. But what ended up biting him is the GM of the Phillies, too. It's like, oh, okay, well, you went out and signed Cliff Lee. Well, great. Okay. Like, there are a lot of GMs who can go pay for a big name player or make a trade for a big name player. It's the other stuff that goes into separating a Howie or, pick your great GM over time, R.C. Buford, someone like that, versus everybody else. And, just throwing it out there, oh, we're going to go get Kawhi Leonard. Okay, awesome. Like, Joel Embiid still isn't playing and Paul George is still suspended. And, you still don't have, like, roster spots 5 through 12 on this team right now.
I mean, and even if George was involved in the Kawhi trade, Kawhi is still the ultimate wild card. Like
Right.
yeah, like he had a great stretch this year where he was dominant. But what does that mean? Like, you're already killing the future again. Like,
Yes.
like this guy just hates the future. Like he just kills the future, kills it. Yeah, absolutely kills the future. And he's killed that franchise. He just has. As much as he gives you Edgecombe and Tyrese, you married Embiid. You gave him the extra year in the contract, the extension. Just mistake after mistake, and then you watch Howie navigate this thing like a pro.
Yeah, now there's going to be tests for Howie coming up, right? And they'll be answered on the field, right? What's the test with Jalen Hurts? And that's something that Hurts himself is going to have to, weigh in on, so to speak, right? How he adjusts the Sean Mannion's offense and all of that. So, we get an opportunity here to see how Howie negotiates this next, I don't know if you call it a reboot of the Eagles, but there's clearly, a bit of a transition here. I know they want to say, they're making the last run of it with this core on offense. But if you're talking about getting creative to trade A.J. Brown, I don't know how much I buy that. So there's a lot going on here with Howie, and we're going to get a good idea of how smart he really is in the months to come.
Well, but like the way I looked at it is, I do the same thing. Like, hey, Jaelan, like we're gonna bring this. This is where you need to imagine yourself as a quarterback, right? Like,
right.
You have to reinvent yourself as a quarterback. We have a guy that's going to come in with an offense that's going to be quarterback friendly, all right? But you're going to have to do all those little things. Get the ball out. Your 3-step drop's got to be 3 steps. Like, all the mechanics got to be right. You got to go through your progressions, get it out. You're not late. Like, we're going to change you, and it's up to you to sink or swim. We think you can swim, so we're going to give you this opportunity, and, like, we need you to take it. So, and if it doesn't work out, I mean, the only way I could approach it is to do the same thing. Like, you can't have what you had last year. Like, something had to change, right? And so now you're looking at it and go, here you go. You're our franchise quarterback. You got to show us that you can be the franchise quarterback for the next 5 years.
Yeah, especially given the fact that for the next 5 years, he's probably not going to be able to run as much, or if at all.
Right.
I mean, that dynamic, Murph talked about it the other day, and he's so right. Like, that dynamic made Hurts an incredible player at times for this team. But it goes away for all of these guys. It just does. Steve Young, late in his career, didn't run
They all do, yeah.
Yeah, it just,
Donovan,
that's the way
you
it
saw
is.
Donovan stopped running, and he became a different quarterback.
Yeah, of course. It happens for all of these guys. And so can he make that adjustment?
Yeah.
And that's what I mean about we're going to learn about Howie in the years to come. If Jaelan can't make that adjustment, if we're 7 or 8 weeks into next season and it's like, oh, this ain't working, then we'll see what Howie can do.
But you also, what I like about it is you have a defense, a young defense, a great nucleus of a defense that you can lean into, right?
Yes. Yeah, that can buy you time. That, or even win some games for you, right? Like, that was the hope going into the playoffs even last season, was like, if they're going to make a run, it's going to be because the defense is so great that it overcomes the fact that the offense is not only unproductive, but putting everybody to sleep. And it just didn't work. They weren't quite good enough against the 49ers defensively, and it cost them.
And look, I mean, the truth of the matter is, if you get the O-line fixed and you can run again, well, you can lean into that. And, like, your pass game becomes just like it was in 24, where It's more of an accent than the meat, right? Like so. That's where that is.
I like seasons like this coming up. It's going to be. I'm curious.
Me too.
Like I like being curious.
Yeah, me too. Go ahead.
Can I ask you guys your thoughts? Joe76 had an idea. Like, why don't we cut out the middleman? Just trade like AJ and a 3 to the Raiders for Maxx. With Mendoza, wouldn't you want Naylor, Bowers, AJ Brown, like an extra tool for him?
Well, do the Raiders want AJ Brown?
Why wouldn't they?
First of all, they're cheap, right? So I don't know that they want to take on that contract. I don't know. I mean, it's funny. I hear you, and I hear.
If I had a young quarterback, I'd want a stud number 1 receiver with him.
Yeah, is AJ going to be happy going to Vegas? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
He does love Brady. I'll tell you that much. I know AJ loves Tom.
I mean, it takes 2 to tango. For all we know, what's his name? Mark Davis or somebody else in the Raiders organization saw something from AJ and they don't want him. Like, we have no idea. We can say all we want. Why wouldn't the Raiders want AJ? We don't know whether they do or they don't.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you're going to get AJ, you might as well keep Maxx Crosby and try to win and hope that Mendoza is the real deal and try to win now. I mean, that's the other aspect of it.
Yeah.
Because AJ's got to fit in a certain intersection of when I'm competing. Like that's
right, exactly.
That's the other thing.
And if he's calling the shots as much as it seems like he is in terms of like wanting to go someplace where he's going to be continue on a Hall of Fame trajectory, I don't care if he's the first overall pick or not. Like, are you going to want to go to a place with a rookie quarterback?
Yes. Yes. That's another thing. All right. Real quick to wrap up football, and I want to move quickly to baseball, and we'll cover that. Do you like the Thanksgiving Eve NFL game?
No, I don't. I'm so sick of this, cuz I've written about this for the last couple of years. I know why the NFL's doing it, and ultimately it comes back to us as football fans and America, that we love the NFL and we can't get enough of the NFL. The NFL is taking over everybody's life. You do not need to play an NFL game on Thanksgiving Eve. You do not need to play an NFL game on Christmas Day. You do not need to shift the days of games in the middle of the season so that a Sunday afternoon game suddenly becomes a Monday night game. I hate this. I don't like it.
Mike, let me see. Maybe this will
love it.
Maybe this will influence you a little bit. So if they do this, this will set up a 10-day stretch that lines up like this. Saturday, full college football slate. Sunday, full NFL slate. Monday Night Football. Tuesday, Maction. Wednesday, NFL game. Thanksgiving, 3 NFL games. Black Friday, NFL game. College football rivalry week starts Saturday. The full college football rivalry. I can never say that. And then Sunday, full NFL slate. That's a heck of a 10 days, Mike.
And then Monday football.
VG,
so it's 11 days. It's 11 straight days.
VG, that sounds awesome. If you have no family, have no friends, and have no life other than sitting around,
he's got a great family and friends. He just doesn't leave the house.
What are you doing? Like, seriously, what bugs you?
He's bopping all over town.
NFL game. Why is that pea in your cornflakes?
Because I have I get together with friends, for instance, on that.
You
that
can't
night.
do that during the day. We do the Wednesday.
I'm working during the day. I have a
job.
job. I have a life.
Now I'm for it. Just to be anti-Sielski. I'm for it. Let's go.
What do you mean you have a life?
I contain multitudes.
So you're bigger than the NFL because you have a life? We have to have no football because Mike Lord Sielski says no.
Sielski.
What is this? What is this? We have to have no football. Just put the football on Thanksgiving Day and on Sunday. I'm not saying don't have football.
What do you care that you got a Black Friday?
Doesn't interfere with shopping.
Dude, NFL game. What's wrong with that?
It's too much.
It's not too much.
Trying
You gotta
to
get all your shopping in early.
It's too much for you.
No. It is consuming every aspect, every day of my life. Enough. Enough.
That's
Leave me alone.
because you,
Roger Goodell, leave me
somebody
alone.
needs to take a step down off the pedestal.
And think about other people, Mike.
I love it. I want more. More. I want it every day of the week.
You know, it's funny you say that because I was on the radio a couple of years ago with a co-host who it wasn't Glenn Mack now, and it wasn't Rob Ellis. It was somebody filling in for them. And I said this very thing, that in a couple of years, we're going to get to the point where the NFL has a game every single day of the week. And this person said, you're crazy, that you're nuts, et cetera, et cetera. And we are on our way there. It'll be easier to do it. Once
Hey,
they
dude,
get 18 games.
and I never do this, but because it's been a mainstay of my show, I talked about this years ago, the Gargano plan. And I talked about the Gargano plan. I had this whole thing worked out where
Oh, God.
18 games, double bye, right? We go football all the way to March, a March Super Bowl. So March Gladness begets March Madness, right? Like I had it all mapped out where it's football every day of the week. I had either college thing where it was 90 teams and then an A league and a B league and a C league and relegation and games from right before week 0 through March.
And it's too much work. All right. This makes me think of, and I'm sure you've gone through this with your kids. And I love the school district we're in. Our kids are in the Central Bucks School District, and it's awesome. The teachers, everybody's wonderful. But there is something going on at my kids' elementary and middle schools every single day. It's wear this particular color of socks day, wear this particular color shirts day. It's music day. It's the play day. And it's like, can we just have a normal day of not having to worry about any of this stuff? Like you just get inundated with it. And I want to take a step back and relax, man.
I don't understand it. Do you not like fun? What is wrong with you?
You know what's fun? Fun is...
You know what? Tuesday sucks. Why don't you make Tuesday fun day? Like, why do you have to live in this misery gray attire?
I'm not living in misery and gray. I'm living in a world where, you know what fun is sometimes to me? It's pouring a tumbler of bourbon. It's turning on my turntable and playing, you know, an old vinyl Springsteen album or Dire Straits.
Oh, no,
relaxing.
give me more football. Less Springsteen, more football. More football.
I said the magic word for VG.
Because you got to
Dude, I want to rest. I want to relax. We need to turn everything down. You're cranking everything up.
Yes!
No.
Yes!
No,
well, you
no,
got plenty of time to turn it down when you're dead. Live life. Seize life. Sielski sees it. Live life. Get out of your gray overalls. All right. It's all no color. It's no fun. Michael, you're wearing the Rocky sweats.
I want to sit in the backyard by a bonfire. EJ Smith's got his guitar and he's just plucking it. We're singing some tunes. We're having a drink and you just decompress,
You can't have the football game in the background? What's wrong with that?
I can have anything in the background as long as I got EJ and his guitar and a fire.
When I'm there and I don't like your music, I can look up and watch the game. I can still drink with you because I love you, but I don't need to listen to EJ. I can actually watch football.
Who doesn't love EJ and Mark Knopfler on the guitar? Give me a break.
I say we get EJ.
I'm not a music guy, so I don't care.
Let's get EJ and Sielski in the studio. If he's singing, EJ's plugging, he's a singer.
That's
Let's
right.
go.
Listen, you're the music guy. Put it together.
All right.
I'm not a music man. All right? That's my flaw. I don't know
You
anything
and
about it.
Z-Berm. Z-Berm doesn't listen to music either. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't do it. I mean, I like it.
You're a music guy. We drive around. I put on the 70s, 80s club music. He sings every word, every song.
Yeah.
Every song.
He's-
The first
he's
note
singing-
comes
he's
on,
singing along-
it.
Yeah, I'm a big.
He's singing along to "I
Philly
Feel Love" by
sounds.
Donna Summer. Yeah.
Like I know the Philly sound, but anyway, it was a great discussion. I know you got to roll. You got to come in and do we got to do like a 4-hour block and just have fun and.
We will. It'll be great when we do. We have to do it. Yes.
I got a great story for you on the way out.
Okay.
My dear friend Bob Marino. All right? Bob, you could hear our ads. Bob means jobs. We used to do the ads together forever, right? His daughter gets married Saturday night. So my whole gang, everybody's there. And beautiful, beautiful night. So he loves Rocky. He was actually in Rocky 2. All right?
Oh, nice.
He was in Rocky 2. Loves it. Like he's Stallone, Rocky, like it's just he can't wait for the book. Like we're gonna do a whole thing when you come in and we do a big special. I want to do like a big special on the book, the whole thing. He'll be there.
Thanks.
This father-daughter dance for the wedding was gonna fly now.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God. I'd have been crying.
I thought of you right away, and like I was in the moment, or else I would have recorded it. But the father-daughter dance was going to fly now, and it was like the perfect kind of like when it goes down. Like it was the melody was beautiful. It was a beautiful moment.
Dude, I am not lying when I say this. Over the course of researching, reporting, and writing the book, I must have watched the movie as a whole and the scene of him, the training montage, and then him running up the steps 150 times. I can't watch it now. I can't watch the training montage without welling up a little bit. I know that makes me sound incredibly sentimental.
No, I do the same thing. Yes.
Like just knowing what went into it and knowing the
sure.
backstory now. And I don't know if I mentioned this to you. I took my kids to see it at a theater not far from where we live last summer. And the theater was packed. And when he runs up the steps, people 49 years after the movie came out started applauding in the theater. And it was it gave me chills. Yeah, it was great. It was great.
That's freaking awesome, man. It's awesome. Bobby's in the scene in Rocky 2. You know when he comes out before he goes to the fight, he comes out of the house and there's all the kids. All the people are out there. Bobby's there. You see he had a big hair. He had a lot of hair. And you could see his afro. Right.
Is he the kid who yells, "Go, go, go"?
I love it. I love it. Mikey, you're the greatest. Love you, pal.
All right, I'm gonna go relax with a bourbon at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Football. Let's go.
All right. See you, fellas.
Buddy. Here he is, Mike Sielski. How could you be against football, man, on a Wednesday night? I freaking love it, man. Thanksgiving Eve.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really love it, but I go anti-Sielski with you any day.
This is great. Like normally we get together, we do our show from the Reading Terminal Market.
Yeah.
And then we hit Chinatown for some soup dumplings and hanging out, right?
Yeah.
And then you take it right into kickoff.
Nah, see, I was pretty much obliterated. Me and Bobcat get obliterated at Reading Terminal. I'm asleep by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, but
I want to try and watch football.
Eagles. Like if you want to be obliterated, go ahead, enjoy yourself. You can still got football.
Yeah. Well, seems like a sacred
Take
time.
the hat off. You don't deserve to wear the hat.
Nice corduroy hat. There's people in chat asking about nice corduroy.
It is, but
feel it.
It's a beautiful hat. It really is.
I love to feel corduroy.
But corduroy in the spring doesn't go.
This green always goes, no matter what
material.
material.
Not the color.
No matter what material.
The material doesn't go in the spring.
It sure does, buddy.
Not in the spring.
It's not spring yet. It's still winter.
Full winter.
It's still winter.
Yeah, but it's 80 degrees today.
Okay, winter. Spring's like 6 days away, 10 days away.
Yeah, but it's 80 degrees, cuz. Like, come on. Don't embarrass me. And if you don't want the football, you should wear the hat.
I'm banned from wearing all football gear because I don't want Wednesday.
Right, Jules?
Oh man, there's usually
Tell him, Jules.
Hooters are usually playing.
Where's Ben? Ben.
Oh, Ben's not doing anything. Of course he's going to win. He's got no life.
Come here, Ben. Come in here. What's up? Ben. Daily Five? No. Come here, real quick. I want to get your opinion as the football guy. Ben used to work for the Packers. Did his social media for the Packers. Ben, I tell you, there's going to be an NFL game Thanksgiving Eve, Wednesday night. What's your response?
I'm there.
Yes!
I'm there.
That's right, Ben.
He's got nowhere else to be. That's why. Come on.
Ben knows. You're a true football guy.
I'm there.
London, right?
Yes. Football's on, I'm there.
That's why I like this kid, man. He's my man.
He's a yachtsman. He hangs out with Dombrowski.
He's not a yachtsman. What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
He just looked like he got off a sailboat yesterday.
Yeah, come on.
He goes, oh, come on. Come on. Oh, that's great. All right, we're going to take quick TO. We got EJ. EJ's going to be in on that. EJ's going to be in on football.
Well, I don't know. EJ, maybe there's some jam fest we don't know. Sielski and EJ get together on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
I didn't know EJ plays the guitar like that.
Oh, yeah, he's good.
I know it, yeah.
Oh, he's good. He puts videos out. EJ can. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's great. All right. Let's take a quick TO. Let's talk about our friends.
Ashley's anniversary sale is going on right now, and there are some huge deals you do not want to miss. You can get a king mattress for the price of a queen mattress on select Ashley sleep mattresses, or take advantage of no interest until March of 2031 on top bedding brands. And it doesn't stop there. During the anniversary sale, you can shop incredible deals across the store, including offers starting at just $64 a month for 60 months on the furniture and the pieces you love. Head in store or visit Ashley.com to shop the anniversary sale today.
Let's talk about my favorite, WAWA. You ever have one of those days where you look up and suddenly you realize you didn't eat and you go, oh my God, I'm hungry. That's what I've been loving what WAWA has been doing right now. $5 deals all day. Honestly, it just makes life easier, and that's what we need. Easy. You're starting early. Grab the $5 big breakfast meal deal. We're talking sizzling, hash brown, any size hot or iced coffee. Full morning win, $5. Available from 5 to 11 a.m. Later in the day, the value keeps rolling. The roasted chicken sandwich or crispy chicken sandwich created your way at $5, all right? They even have new teriyaki recipes for a limited time. Real food, real value, built for busy days. No planning, no overthinking. Swing in, grab what you need, keep it moving. Limited time. Wawa.com for details. Fuel up. Wawa's $5 deal. Gotta have Wawa.
Ashley's anniversary sale is going on right now, and there are some huge deals you do not want to miss. You can get a king mattress for the price of a queen mattress on select Ashley sleep mattresses, or take advantage of no interest until March of 2031 on top bedding brands. And it doesn't stop there. During the anniversary sale, you can shop incredible deals across the store, including offers starting at just $64 a month for 60 months on the furniture and the pieces you love. Head in store or visit Ashley.com to shop the anniversary sale today.
It's the WAWA Wednesday! All kinds of free agency. New league year starts.
Toddy in the chat wants to know if the Eagles can go back on their signing of Calcaterra.
Yeah, really. They brought your boy back.
My boy. It was a big day for Italians, and then they had to announce that. I was like,
I know. Calcaterra, I guess they just need a body. Make sure you get a body. All right, to talk about all that's happening, Riq Woolen, the all potential Max, all kinds of great.
People were saying Sielski was doing a classic Philly thing, called him Riq Woolen.
Yes. He was, Mikey. I know, this. He reminded me of. I used to do the show with Glenn. Glenn would do the same. Wow. I want to relax. I want to have a glass of bourbon. Well, you can't have bourbon and watch freaking football? What's wrong with that?
I can attest that they are not mutually exclusive. I have done both simultaneously.
I understand the no fun. I don't get it. So at school, they want to do Tuesday, Green Day.
Yeah, Mike's anti that.
I know. I don't know why. Why does life have to be mundane? The frick, I get bored. I need action and excitement and fun.
Yeah.
You want to live like you're going to die. Why you have fun before you die?
I guess in his world, listening to Bruce Springsteen's fun.
Okay, well, you can
Some
still
people-
do that.
some
Nobody's
people-
saying you can't do that. But can I watch my freaking football game? E.J. Smith on the Xfinity mobile call-in line. There he is, jamming. WAWA Wednesday, the big deal. That's right. EJ!
What's going on, guys? You guys are, you made me feel like I teleported back into time listening to Mike Sielski get worked up about how he likes to relax. I want to be drinking a tumbler of bourbon. Like, it made me feel like I've spent a lot of Saturday nights on the road before Eagles games listening to that type of, monologue from Sielski. It really did. It made me feel nostalgic. I got to be honest.
So can I ask you a question? Because I freaking love Sielski. I love the guy.
I love him too. Yeah.
Right?
Good,
I love
good
him.
friend, really good guy.
He's the
questionable.
best. He's the best. I
flying
love
off the
him.
handle.
I love him. But you want to talk about no freaking fun. I mean, my God. Loosen the bleep up, motherfucker.
He's your
Enjoy
prototypical.
yourself.
Yeah, he's your
I mean,
prototypical
come on,
curmudgeonly
bro.
sports writer. Yeah.
You know
the architect.
what's amazing to me? I don't understand it. You got to explain this to me, right? And we'll get into all the Eagle stuff in a minute. But I was a sports writer. I if I told you, I to this day miss being at the stadium. Like, I was at the game the other night with my kids, and I love being at a game and seeing the story, writing the story, the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I could talk about it incessantly. Sports writers are more interested in freaking music. Like Reuben Frank is another one. Like,
Yeah.
I got the obscure music.
I've been to my 400th Guided by Voices show last night.
What was it like? And I was like an alien, right? Like, I remember being in the press box and like, who was talking about dinner and what freaking 5-star restaurant, and who was talking about music. And all I wanted to do was talk about the freaking game and sports. Like, shut up! I'm trying to watch the game. I actually like the game. Shut up.
Yeah, you're right about the restaurant talk, and talking about Bruce Springsteen or I worked with McLean, so it was a lot of the
Just
indie rock
another
scene.
one.
Yeah, like Mount Joy. Those types of bands. I shout out Mount Joy. I like Mount Joy, but yeah, it's a lot.
Who's Mount Joy?
About
I don't even know who the freak they are or is or what.
Yeah, you and Zach Berman have that in common. That, Zach always tells me, like, music isn't efficient. It's not efficient to listen to music. So
yeah, but like I don't know. I mean, I don't want to go work for Rolling Stone. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you don't want to be writing for Food Magazine.
I mean, listen, I love the movie Almost Famous, and in a world I could see doing a piece like that would be fun.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're in the press box and all they're talking about is some band I never heard of. And I'm like, shut the bleep up. I'm trying to watch the freaking game.
No one's ever accused you of being a hipster.
No.
Yeah. There's that contingent.
EJ, have you jammed with Sielski? He made it sound like you jammed with him.
No, I haven't jammed with Sielski, but I mean, listen, it could happen.
All right.
Mike is, all jokes aside, Mike is one of my favorite people I've met in this industry. Like, he is just an incredible guy. So yeah, no, we could jam.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do.
Can you play some songs off Nebraska?
I'm sure I can learn them. Yeah, I flashed my guitar up to Sielski.
Nebraska's an acoustic. It's a
Bruce.
Bruce Springsteen, just an acoustic. Him and an acoustic guitar. So we got EJ plays acoustic, and Sielski could sing it. We could do some covers.
We could do that.
We don't need a
make that
band.
happen.
We just
So
need.
I wear my Huskers gear.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Send it to Matt. Yeah.
You know what we gotta do?
Yeah.
Spring night, we'll go over Sielski's house, right?
Mm-hmm.
You bring the guitar and stuff. We'll film it. All right, and I'll watch tape on my phone.
No, we'll do it on a Sunday Night Football so we can prove that, yes, you can enjoy football while Sielski has a bourbon and sings.
No, I'm not wasting football night. There's no
Then we're
way in
gonna
the
be
world.
talking about restaurants and bands. Yeah.
Like, do it during the NBA NHL playoffs. I'll watch the games on my phone.
Yeah,
While
yeah.
these
First round of
guys
the
are
NBA
doing it.
playoffs. I like that. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll film it and we'll post it. Like
Sure, yeah.
that actually is fun. All right, let's get to it. There's so much to cover.
Yeah.
So the big news, and we had Mikey on early, and the salacious piece is the Ravens renege on the Maxx deal. They go and sign Hendrickson, right? So there's a couple fallouts for the Eagles. It's now wide open for Crosby. And this is Howie's a deal maker. Howie can go back into Vegas and go, hey, I'm here. I'm interested, but I'm not giving you 2 1s. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, no, I think the price has to go down for Las Vegas at this point. They've lost a lot of negotiating power because of the fact that they're in free agency. They made a lot of signings over the last couple of days. Obviously, they even added Nakobe Dean. So, I think if you're telling me that it's a discounted price, that does have Howie Roseman written all over it. I think it depends on what the price is. I don't know about you guys. Like, if you guys would want to trade this year's first for Maxx Crosby, I'd be hesitant because of all the work they have to do on offense. But listen, you lose Jaelan Phillips. If you could get Maxx Crosby into this defense, especially after you sign Riq Woolen, I mean, that's one of the most talented defenses in the NFL, full stop. So you definitely have to consider it. If you can get him at a discounted price, it feels like the type of move the Eagles would be all over.
Yeah, listen, I'm a defensive guy, and I don't want. Listen, I want Omar Cooper. I love Omar Cooper, right? So I got all kinds of compensatory picks and everything else, so I can move back up late and go get Omar Cooper, right? Because I think he's going to go late first round.
Yeah, and you're not as big on this tackle class, so giving up this year's first probably doesn't mean quite as much if you're not convinced you're not getting like Lane Johnson's heir apparent in the first round.
You ain't.
So yeah,
you ain't getting it. You ain't getting that replacement. He ain't in this draft.
Yeah. Okay. Then at that point, maybe you do consider moving a 1. I'd be hesitant, but again, it's hard to talk me out of somebody like Maxx Crosby. I'm not.
Imagine.
He's a great fit for Vic.
Crosby, Carter, Davis, Hunt, Zach Bowen,
Jahad Campbell. Yeah, you keep going down the list. Yeah.
Quinyon, Riq, right? I mean, let's go. Makuba. Let's go.
Yeah. No, I mean,
I dare you to try to score on me.
It'd be a great defense. So I could see the appeal. And yeah, I'm very curious to see what the Raiders asking price settles onto. I know that it's been put out there. They're going to hold out for 2 1s. I don't think that's happening. I think it's going to be, less than what they were expecting to get from the Ravens.
So the other piece of the fallout, and this is what Mike said, and Mike believes the A.J. Brown deal still lives. And even though the Patriots get Romeo Doubs, but also adding that Baltimore could be a potential suitor, now that Hendrickson goes there at a much cheaper price, that perhaps they're going to go all in, and everything's about Lamar. Dan Orlovsky and Lamar got into a beef yesterday on X. So, Lamar's going to go, get me A.J. Brown, and I can shut this Orlovsky up.
Yeah, no, the Ravens getting their picks back is significant because that is a team that makes a lot of sense in an A.J. Brown sweepstakes because they are pushing. They've shown that they're willing to push their chips into the table for next season, that they feel like they've got an opportunity to really compete for a championship. So now all of a sudden you're feeling like the Patriots, the Ravens, the Chargers, all these teams, and we mentioned the Broncos yesterday as well. All these teams in the AFC, they might all be looking for a number 1 wide receiver. And I think at this point, you're probably, if you're the Eagles, you're waiting so you can do it post June 1. But that gives all these teams time to negotiate or, bid against each other. So, yeah, I wouldn't close the door on it. I think the Ravens, that's a great point, that the Ravens getting their picks back kind of puts them back into the mix here. And, I think, honestly, that would make a lot of sense for Baltimore. And I'm with you. Like, I like Romeo Doubs, probably more than most people. but he's a wide receiver too. To me, he's a good wide receiver too. If you have him and then you add somebody above him, you feel good about your room. I don't think it really gives them that much negotiating power that they added Romeo Doubs.
Yeah, I was seeing Patriot fans going, take that, Eagles. I'm going, Romeo Doubs.
Romeo
Like,
Doubs.
did you watch them? Like, listen, nice player. And again, good hands. What the Packers needed, that's why they drafted a receiver in the first round out of Texas, right? Like, they had to do that. Matthew Golden. You had to do that. And they had 17 Watson. They had all those guys.
Yeah.
So you're going to tell me
those are the
that's
types of dart
the
throws you
answer?
take. Those are the dart throws you take and you don't have a number one.
Right.
So yeah, for me, they've given themselves a little bit of they turned the temperature down a little bit on all of this, but I still think if you're going into training camp, you're going to be thinking we don't have the number one that we were expecting to add this offseason. So I would not close the door on the
That's
Patriots
right.
here.
Bleep you, New England. All right.
Do you think it was a little bit like, oh, you Howie thinks that he's backed us into a corner? We're gonna sign Romeo Doubs. Like that'll show us.
That'll show.
Yeah. Howie's going roll my eyes.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
All right, do me a favor. We got to take care of some business. Sit tight because I got lots more for you. All right.
Yep, I got you.
Hold on. But first, a word from our friends. All right, let's talk about the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app. It's madness time. Conference tournaments, wall-to-wall, full card of hoops. 11:30, starting an hour and a half till the last game tips off 11:30 tonight. This is actually one of the most underrated weeks. I know VG's in. He's a good college hoopsman. Great college. Big 10, Big 12, ACC, A10 tournament, SEC, Big East. It's all there. The American. LaSalle is today, coming at 11:30 tonight. Temple,
One and a half. Temple line, 1.5.
It is the 1.5 line. It's Florida Atlantic. Villanova and the Joe play Friday. Right now, new casino users get 250 bonus spins on the hot online slot game Gold Trio Leprechaun's Luck, plus up to $1,000 casino bonus back. Bet it all right there on the app. BetParks.com has all the details. Got to be in PA, New Jersey, Maryland, Michigan. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. Look, you want Jalen Carter out catching passes? No. All right? Come on now. Not worth the risk, the time, the money. Keep your stars focused on doing what they do best. Same goes for your business. You don't want your top people buried in operations, tedious, time-consuming, redundant activities that wear them down. Togo can help any business look to reduce operating costs, from customer service and accounting to order management, logistics, admin, data entry, even complex multi-step operational processes. We take it off your plate. Every Togo program includes dedicated staff, custom automations, US-based process engineers who act as your quarterback, giving you complete control, total transparency, and instant efficiency. At Togo, they turn your playbook into performance. You call the plays, we execute. HarnessTogo.com. Scale smarter, work faster, stay focused on winning. All right, a couple of contract tidbits. Lamar has reworked his contract to free up salary cap space in Baltimore. Josh Allen has restructured his contract to free up space. Hello, AJ to Buffalo.
I wouldn't say it'd be crazy. Now, listen, they already traded for DJ Moore, but I don't know if you're serious
DJ
about
Moore
it.
is Romeo Doubs, except
Right. Yeah, I was about to say, if you're serious about it,
type of
you're adding AJ to that. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen the numbers on those. I'd be curious to see how much room they have, because they paid DJ Moore too. But yeah, I think all of these teams, that's why the Eagles asking price makes sense to me. There's going to be enough teams that could use a player like that to kind of, again, push open their window for a championship in the short term here. So yeah, I think that would make a lot of sense. But I still always go back to the Patriots on it. I think that they're the ones that make the most sense with the Vrabel connection. I just think they're going to be the ones who are most desperate to add him, even with the Romeo Doubs move.
So the Bills added 12 million of cap space with their renegotiation, and the Ravens added 40 million of cap space with their renegotiation.
Yeah, that Ravens one. That's interesting. That's going to be something like worth poking around on over the next couple of days. See how interested Baltimore is. I mean, 40 million in space. Yeah, they're up to something.
All right.
If you're Howie, you're like all sales final.
Yeah. No returns.
Yep, no returns.
No returns. All right. Let's go. Let's start off with some moves. Riq. I love the Riq move.
Yeah. It's one that we didn't see coming, and it's mostly because I didn't think that Riq Woolen would sign a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
You look at projections before free agency, he was projected to get 4 years, a little under 80 million. You know, this was a guy that he has had an up and down career. He's our kind of player, and like he's traitsy. You know, he's 6'4", 205. He was built in a lab. Honestly, he's even beyond that. You know, just like a guy like that size playing corner is unreal. So for that reason, he's got the upside to be one of the best corners in the NFL.
Like 4.3 speed.
I love, like, this defense is starting to shape up. Like, I can't wait to watch this defense. It's my kind of defense. I love long corners, sticky corners.
Yeah.
I love playing man. Yeah.
That's what I heard right after they signed him from somebody in the building. They said stickiest secondary in the league.
Yes.
And honestly, like that cornerback trio has more talent, as much talent, if not more, than anybody else in the league. Now, Riq Woolen signed a 1-year prove-it deal because he's been inconsistent. You know, he's had lapses, and he, has a tendency to rack up penalties as well when he's struggling. So I think signing a player like him on a prove-it deal makes a ton of sense because you would theoretically be getting a motivated Riq Woolen trying to hit the market next year and have a much more aggressive market for a long-term deal. And you squeeze him in that 1-year deal before Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean are eligible for extensions. It makes all the sense in the world. So it's not something that we saw coming. It's kind of one of those Howie wowies, as my former colleague Jeff McClain would always, put it when Howie makes that splashy move. But yeah, like I said, it just makes a ton of sense for what it's going to do for the Eagles defense.
Howie Potter. That's him.
That's good.
That's my man.
I'm surprised you haven't been gushing over. I've been watching videos of the tight end they signed, Johnny Mund.
Oh, I've been gushing about him. Yeah,
linebackers.
That's my guy, man. Johnny Munt, I love that signing. I mean, Kevin O'Connell called Johnny Munt the best tight end 3 in the NFL. Yeah, and that's exactly what the Eagles are getting there. And the thing that jumped out to me when I was doing my homework on him yesterday is he spent all 9 years of his career exclusively in schemes either authored by Sean McVay or in systems that hail from that McVay-Shanahan tree. He's overlapped with Chris Cooper and Sean Mannion as a player. So he has a lot of experience in the offense that Sean Mannion is going to bring to Philadelphia. And you need those dirty work tight ends. You need guys who can set the edge on those outside zone, those wide zones. You need someone who can be a little nasty, who can kind of knock somebody's head off. And that's exactly what you're getting in Johnny Munt. So I was honestly just as excited about him because I love a dirty work tight end.
It's a huge need,
dude. It's a great signing, all right. And I completely got lost from it.
Oh, dude, I've been watching videos. AQ Shipley's been putting out videos of him just mowing linebackers over.
I love the kid. I freaking love the kid. I didn't get the Calcaterra thing.
So I thought it was very fitting that the Johnny Munt signing came out a little bit before the Grant Calcaterra signing came out. I think bringing Grant back in light of having someone who's going to take that, if you're going to have that blocking tight end, somebody who is going to be, out there for the multiple tight end sets, bringing Grant back, it makes a little bit more sense. So you guys will disagree. I know you will, but I think Grant, the criticism has gone a little far. He didn't ask for the role that he had last year. He's never been a blocking tight end.
Yes.
He came out of college from SMU. He had medically retired in college, and he came back, and he was always billed as a receiving tight end. And, he was decent at that role in 2024. He had, I think it was 24 catches for 298 yards in 24, filling in for Dallas Goedert. If you were bringing him as, your depth tight end, if an injury happens at the top of the depth chart, that you've got a guy who can catch passes and be a decent athlete, I think that's fine. I think in reality, you want to draft somebody that can challenge him in training camp. You want to draft to see if he can, you want to have competition for that spot. But I do think as long as you're not as long as you're not asking him to go out there and take on defensive ends and heavy edge rushers and really try to be a part of the run game, I think it's fine to bring him back. I understand fans' frustrations, but I think if he's your fourth tight end or your third tight end and you've got Johnny Munt on the depth chart as well, you can feel better about that.
I mean, listen, I like your explanation. I do. What about it still goes back to TE1, right?
Yeah.
So you got Goddard here. I know that Njoku is somebody they like. So that's kind of what it feels like. Either of those
Feels
two.
like one of those two. Both of those signings are good depth signings, or the guys we just talked about, Johnny Munt and Grant Calcaterra. It leaves a lot of space for a tight end one. You want your primary receiving target. And for that reason, I think it probably scratches off some of the other guys on the market, but I think Goddard or Njoku, they fit really well into that room. If they bring Goddard back, you probably would have expected a little bit more turnover at the position, but you feel really good about that room still. Even if you brought Grant and Goddard back, adding Johnny Munt kind of solves some of the problems that the team had last season. And then I think Njoku, especially if it's at a lower price than Goddard, that makes a lot of sense too. So I think both of those guys are ones to watch. Probably wouldn't want to leave it to the draft without signing somebody based off what they have right now. I think that those two guys are the ones to watch.
All right. Back to the edge.
Yeah.
If not Max, I still think Jonathon Greenard is a possibility. I still like that. I still think that's a possibility as an edge guy.
Yeah, and especially if you are going into max negotiations, you want to have Jonathon Greenard as your backup plan, the leverage that you can say, Greenard's going to be cheaper. We could go that route too. I like both of those guys. I like Greenard a lot. Again, I liked him a few years ago when he was a free agent. I know he's been up and down, but feels like the type of player that the Eagles would target. Somebody that you can kind of buy the dip on, and you feel good about him as a fit with Vic Fangio. I'm curious what Jonathon Greenard's going to want to get paid because you're going to have to give him the extension on the other side, but he still makes a lot of sense for them. And then, I'd still keep Bradley Chubb as the other option there if they wanted to sign someone who's not going to count against the comp pick formula. I feel okay about them at edge though. They've got options. They've got enough. There's enough players available that you feel decent about them adding somebody to that room. And I think Greenard is one of the better options available to them right now.
What do you think about, and just curious, because I heard Hassan a couple times as a possibility. I mean, to me, you're going to go the Chubb route or the Hassan route. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, the thing that I want to figure out with Hassan is how does he fit with Vic? Because he is a lighter edge rusher. He's really a pass rush specialist. He's not someone that Vic likes those heavy edge rushers who are going to be able to fit the run and play a lot of downs. I could see Hassan being like a good fit in terms of just he gets to the quarterback. You know what you're going to get there. I know it didn't end well the last time he was here, but that really was down to contract stuff, and I think he's at a different point in his career now. So I wouldn't say no to it, but I am curious if they did sign him, I'd want to hear what Vic thought about or what Vic thinks about how he fits into the defense because he really isn't built like the Eagles edge rushers are built anymore.
No, he's not. He's not. And then you got Leonard Floyd as the other guy out there that fits that cheap kind of mold. But I think they want to go with a higher profile guy with Nolan and Jalix.
You could do both. You could do both, right? Another guy we've mentioned is AJ Epinesa. I think he is a Vic Fangio fit. Like he is, a physical big edge rusher, and he's the type of guy that you can add. He can be your fourth guy in a rotation, and you feel good about that. So I honestly think they probably will add two, and then you'll be able to address it in the draft too if you need. I think they're gonna have to keep throwing darts at that position though because you lose Jaelan Phillips. Do you want to extend Nolan Smith with how many injuries he's had? I think that's a question. I think Jalix Hunt's going to be really good next year. I do think, you don't want to block him, but you also want to make sure you have enough depth at the spot that you feel good about the 3 or 4 that you have up on game day.
I hear the Jalen deal is being worked out.
Oh, Jalen Hurts or Jalen Carter?
Carter.
Yeah, how about to say Hurts would surprise me. Yeah, I think they extend Carter. I know that there's been a lot
That's
of
not
speculation
happening.
about it.
The Jalen's not happening. Hurt's not
Yeah, I'm about
happening.
to say,
Carter's
I have a hard time
happening.
seeing it. Yeah, and I see it happening too. I know there's been speculation about a trade with Carter. I don't think I'd be surprised. I mean, they get a call for 2 1s or 3 1s. Maybe that changes the conversation. But yeah, he's the type of player that you extend. He's usually the type of player you extend early. It's just a matter of what that number is going to be because that defensive tackle market's sitting there ready to get reset. You know, Chris Jones has been at the top there for a while. I think it's 31.5 annual. I would expect Jalen Carter to be above that, and I think it's just a question of how much above that he's able to get. So, yeah, probably only a matter of time here.
Yeah, it was funny. I had heard because Diana Rossini had put out the report the Eagles were interested in Hendrickson, right?
Yeah.
So what I heard was they thought the only interest they had in Hendrickson is if they got him real cheap, right? Like,
right, yeah.
Because they couldn't afford Hendrickson and get the Carter contract done.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, it's not like they have an abundance of cap space. Even like on a 1-year deal, you probably can't squeeze all that in. You know, so yeah, I figure the Eagles are about market opportunities this time of year. You know, Riq Woolen is a good example. If there's a guy that you expected to be signing a multi-year contract that was way out of your range, that's all of a sudden available on a 1-year prove-it deal, how he does his due diligence on those types of things. Yeah, and that's
really does.
It's one of the great advantages the team has is that he is like, I'm not sure the whole league knew that Riq Woolen was, you know, available for a 1-year prove-it deal. You know what I mean? That's the type of stuff that Howie really gets an advantage on because, you know, you get those guys, and that's really where the Eagles have to shop right now. That's the aisle that they're shopping in because of the fact they have those extensions coming up.
Yeah, listen, I'm pumped up, man. I think it's great.
Yeah, it's been fun. Free agency is fun. I enjoy it, especially. Let me just say, I enjoy it especially this year. It's fun to be on with you guys. It's fun to be on with Bo and Fran. Like being able to like react in real time to this stuff. It's been a blast. It's been really fun.
Day one was a little from an Eagles perspective, but now we're rolling.
Day one, you want that to be day one. I agree. It's the gratification. Only the big teams jump out
You're busting my stones. You're like, you're not fired up for the frenzy. I was like, I don't know if the Eagles are doing any frenzy work.
Yeah, you'd be doubly upset if they had re-signed Jaelan Phillips for $30 million a year on day one.
Be jumping out the window.
It's the league, though. You got to be excited about corduroy.
Ask him about a Wednesday night.
I am. He's wearing a corduroy hat.
It's still winter.
It is a little warm out for the corduroy hat.
Nah, it's winter, man.
Thank you, EJ.
It's a nice looking hat, though. Yeah.
Don't encourage him, EJ. Come on.
I try to play it straight. Play it down the middle. Yeah.
All right, EJ.
Yeah.
In or out? Wednesday night, Thanksgiving Eve football.
I'm sorry, VG. I am in on Thanksgiving Eve football.
Oh, man, you're not jamming with Sielski by the bonfire. How do you turn that down?
That's right, EJ.
Like, listen,
you're a true football man.
You're talking to a sports writer that's covered Thanksgiving football his whole life, has been to Thanksgiving games his whole life. I feel like football is part of Thanksgiving. So, and honestly, I've always liked working on Thanksgiving for some strange reason. So, if the Eagles are playing that game, no complaints here. I'd be
You're
happy
fine traveling to Seattle on Thanksgiving Eve?
I would be. I promise you, I would be fine with that.
Hey, and by the way, like if it's not Eagles, you're still watching it.
Right, exactly. Yeah, sitting around, hanging out with the family, watching the game. I think it's like, you know, it depends on how you want to watch the game. Do you want to be there? Like Sielski made it sound like he's going to be, you know, with a notepad charting every play. Like you can just enjoy the game, you know, like you can just watch it.
No, you know what Mike was doing? He was saying, acting like the Eagles were playing. Like, I got to work. Yeah. Like, if you don't want to watch the game, don't watch the freaking game. You want to go twiddle your thumbs with bourbon? Go bourbon it up. Let me watch the freaking game.
Yeah, it can be a leisure activity sometimes. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Same thing with Count Dracula. I'm out. Thanksgiving Eve, another game. I want to drink. Well, go get whacked. Enjoy yourself. I'm watching a football game.
Before I go, VG, I feel like I have to give you like an olive branch here. I had Julia speak at my class last night. Shout out to Julia. She did a great job.
Yeah.
Kids couldn't get enough of
Professor Julia.
Yeah, they had so many questions.
Just said, try everything. Just, I don't know. Gonna put me on the spot. I was
No,
nervous.
she said a lot of good. Yeah, she had.
You're
good
the
answers
best,
for all her
Jules.
questions.
But try every
Yeah.
role. See what
And
you like.
you know, I start every class. I put some music on because I don't like the feeling of being the professor that's got the tension at the start of
Yes.
class. So I put on some brand new. You know, I was like, this is a good theme for
Oh,
Julia. So
nice.
yeah, we made sure.
A little
We
emo.
made sure to get class started right there.
Yeah, I like it.
What's brand new?
Yeah, you won't like it.
It's a band that,
Yeah.
No.
It's a
It's a
band
band.
that,
You don't want
Yeah,
to.
so-
You don't want to talk about.
Are they
bands.
late
Yeah.
'90s? Late '90s emo?
I'd say
Yeah,
early-
we went like the early 2000s stuff.
Early.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of. I'm not a fan of that whole genre, but it's like brand new.
Yeah.
Taking Back Sunday, I like.
They had like an
Alkaline
experimental
Trio.
phase. That was
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
It's like all the bands I listened to in high school and that
Yeah,
I still
yeah.
listen to over and over again since high school.
Yeah. I had to cut class off though. I literally had to kick everybody out because the Eagles signed Riq Woolen. I was like, guys, we have to end class.
I gotta do an emergency pod.
I got
Oh,
an
that's
emergency pod to do.
fantastic. So wait, so you start class with music?
Yeah, just like while everybody's filtering in, you know, the 5 minutes before class.
So you have like just tunes playing?
Nice.
Yeah, just something
That's
relaxing.
cool.
You know,
I
just
can see
yeah.
you. You know what, dude? I totally see you as a professor.
Be a cool professor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally
Yeah,
see.
I try to be laid back. Again, it just felt too tense where everybody's just kind of sitting there all quiet on their phone, and I got to decide like, all right, we're gonna get started now. Just get a little music, just get a little
Yeah,
energy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Smart. I like it.
You know, it's funny. I could totally see you. You know, patch on the jacket.
Oh yeah.
I see you. Like
Yeah.
in 30 years,
Maybe a little pipe.
I see you as the professor. I totally
All right,
see
I
that.
appreciate that. Yeah,
Getting
give me some
tenured.
time. I like the job I'm in now. I like my day job, but yeah, maybe when I'm a little bit older.
Now, do you bring a speaker in, or you play from your phone?
Oh, I play it. They got these like PAs in the room. So I just-
nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really good.
that'd be cool.
Really?
Yeah,
I wouldn't
it's a good
do that.
setup. Yeah.
Yeah,
Listen, you motherfuckers.
you be playing
better-
NFL films highlights as they filter in.
Yeah, you'd be watching the all
John
22.
Facenda.
Let's go. Let's go.
You'd
What
be
are you
watching
doing?
Johnny Munt clips.
Get
Yeah.
off your
It'd
phone.
be an all 22 quiz.
I walk into practice like when I have the kids practicing when they come in. You know, we'd always do the layups and I do a couple drills early. And like, you
Yeah.
know, when they're shooting around, I'm like, let's go. You're wasting time. Let's go. Right? Stop joking around. Right?
Yep. Sounds like my childhood right there.
That's the voice in my head.
Yeah.
Your father. I want to go hang with your dad.
I'm about to say I got to get him in studio one day in the off season. He'll enjoy that, and you guys will love it. He's a character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just bring him in for the season. He's a football guy. Like, have him
Yeah.
break down a game with us.
Yeah. That's why I can get rid of VG for the season. Nah, I'm just playing. I love you. EJ, you're the greatest. 2:00. What's the deal?
Yep. We got I might be at the NovaCare for some press conferences. I can't divulge too much, but yeah, we might have some player availability. But yeah, Bo and Fran will be in studio, and I'll check in from Nova or Jefferson Health, I should say, the Jefferson Health Complex.
Love
later
it.
this afternoon.
Love it. All right, give my boys Zello for me.
Got
To
you
the-
guys.
to the
Thanks for having
Howie-
me. Talk
to-
tomorrow.
All right, see you, buddy. Here he is, EJ Smith.
Professor EJ.
I can say it.
Yeah.
He was good. It was awesome.
Now-
He's good.
Yeah.
How
Oh,
big's
yeah.
the class?
There's like 20 kids.
Oh,
They all had a lot of
I
questions.
see him as a professor.
Yeah, he's awesome.
do you get nervous talking in front of the 20?
I did at first, and they had a bunch of questions though, and I was like, oh, okay, I haven't thought about that.
Oh,
first.
yeah?
Let me think. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's
Introduction,
good.
it's like
What is
sports
the
writing.
class?
Sports writing.
Sports writing?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah. It was cool.
I taught a class, man, at Penn. It was early 2000s.
Oh, Ivy professor?
I
Nice.
there was a Penn professor that asked me to talk to his class.
Okay.
So it went well. Like it was fun. Like it went well. And then he was like, "Hey, do it again." And then it became kind of semi-regular. And then he's like, "Hey, why don't you teach your own class for the semester?"
Yeah.
So I did it, and it was fun. Like I enjoyed it. But it wasn't for me. Like I didn't want. I was like, I have too much to accomplish before I teach.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized that I'm probably not a teacher.
No, I think you'd be a good teacher.
I like coaching better than teaching, if that makes sense.
Pretty much the same, no? Pretty similar.
Kids, you know what it is? I don't know, maybe. I don't think I could do it. I could see you doing it.
Oh, I
you
would love
definitely
to at some
be.
point.
You're an academic.
If
I'm not an academic.
If I sell a book or two, I'm going to write the teaching.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although they do that
I think you'd be
adjunct
great
world
at
now.
it.
The adjunct world stinks. You got to get a full, they pay you like nothing, no beans. They pay you nothing, no benefits. It's like,
Oh, yeah. You need beans. Got to have beans.
Hey, big news. This game, Italy-Mexico, has been moved to FS1. It was going to be on Tubi, I think. They've moved it to FS1.
What time's the game?
7 o'clock.
Wow, dude, that's awesome. Who's pitching? Nola's pitching for Italy. Who's pitching for Mexico?
I don't know, but here, a guy from Dan Clark Sports has simplified it for all of us. Put simply, Team USA is eliminated if Mexico beats Italy 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 3-0, 3-1, 3-2, 4-0, 4-1, 4-2, or 4-3. Any other final score will see Team USA progress.
Okay, so if Italy wins, they're in.
If Italy wins, they're in.
As long as Mexico doesn't.
Mexico's going to score like
5 runs.
4 and under 5.
Yeah. All right. Makes sense. All right, we're going to take a quick TO. We'll come back in just a sec. Hey, let's talk Xfinity, okay? Xfinity's 5-year price guaranteed. What if you can have reliable and intelligent Wi-Fi and you could keep it the same price for 5 years? I mean, that's Xfinity's 5-year guarantee. Imagine Wi-Fi that makes everything in your home work together, that finds and fixes problems before you even notice them. I have that, all right? It's super intelligent Wi-Fi, and a 6th sense it's got. Lets you stream the game online, even when the family's packing online, doing gaming and everything else. All your devices working in perfect harmony for 5 whole years. And here's the best part: no annual contracts, no hidden fees. Xfinity's best equipment included. A lot can change in 5 years. Championships are won, records are broken, dreams grow bigger, but your Wi-Fi, it should stay reliable. And the price should stay put. Xfinity.com. Learn more. Xfinity, imagine that. Select plans only. Restrictions apply. Hey, we're from Philadelphia. We know that pests don't knock. They just show up. Human or the kind that you really skeeve, the roaches and rats. And that's why we got to go to Evans Pest Control. Evans, you want trustworthy pest control company? I give you Evans Pest Control. They're not some giant national chain. They're family-owned, community-focused pest control company right here in the Philadelphia area. They've been earning the trust of our neighborhoods for years. All right, Evans Pest Control uses state-of-the-art equipment, safe and effective treatment options. Their techs go through continuous training, so they're equipped to handle anything. Rodents, insects, termites, even bed bugs. They've offered priority services and consultations, which is huge when you have a problem with pests. We don't like pests. We scheme them. We know it here at PHLY. My house, I don't trust it just anybody. Visit evanspestmgmt.com. That's evanspestmgmt.com. Evans Pest Control. Boom. So real quick, the World Baseball Classic is... this is bizarre. So if Italy, this is what's messed up, right? Because Italy is in if they lose 6-4.
Italy advances if they defeat. First of all, if they defeat. If Italy loses to Mexico, they can still advance if they keep the loss to 4 or fewer runs allowed. Yes. It's all about how many runs allowed.
So it's runs allowed, but it could be Mexico and Italy.
It's not like run differential.
And not USA. I don't even understand. It's, you know what's funny about that, runs allowed? It's like that in our tournaments, in our travel baseball tournaments.
It is?
Yes.
Runs allowed?
Runs allowed is the seeding, the tiebreaker.
Huh.
Which is stupid because, like, you know, we'd have games where we'd win 12 to like 12-10.
Yeah.
And yet we scored 12 runs, but it doesn't matter.
Because you gave up 10.
Right.
Yeah. People just keep making things more confusing.
Yeah.
Like differential. Just go differential.
Differential is supposed to be it.
Yeah.
That shows you the true dominance.
Yeah.
And USA, in fairness, off the first game. That DeRosa, what are you doing?
I love him. He's usually a really smart guy, man.
Dude, it's ridiculous.
Is Aaron Nola starting tonight? Because they said he would be in line to start. I hope it
nuts.
Yeah, Aaron Nola is slated to start for Team Italy. What's BetParks got the spread on this game tonight? Let's see. I'm on Parksy. World Baseball. Sorry, my computer internet's a little slow. Here we go. Italy is plus 250. Mexico's minus 300.
What were they last night?
I don't know. I can't get
They had to be plus.
They had to be
like what?
I would say
700?
Maybe because USA and Japan are the two favorites.
They had to do that.
Yeah.
How could you do? It's crazy. I got to tell Jules, did you see all the texts go? Because you were on that chain. Were you laughing? Were you up? Yeah.
I was up until like 11. Yeah. So I was up for a bit of it.
I was trying to fall
I
asleep.
loved all the emojis.
Yeah, we were having a battle. But then, of course, VG's got to go pizza and meatballs.
I did not do a meatball.
You did pizzas.
I did pizza.
Oh, but
Yeah.
I didn't know pizza's offensive now.
No, but you just can't throw food
That's what our people do.
No,
Great
shut
food.
up. Your people. You're not your
They
people.
do great food.
All right, real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. I got to get to this
Yeah.
because of all this stuff going on. I got to get your opinion here. Because what happened last night in the NBA drove me insane. So Bam Adebayo scores 83 points. All right?
Yeah.
It's like, all right. He was having a night. So God bless. He was having a night.
Yeah.
But they start ticking around the end of the game, the fourth quarter. Then he's getting every shot, and they're fouling to beat Kobe.
Yes.
That's not fair. Look at this, VG. So he shot 43 free throws.
Ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Come on, man.
Kobe's 81 is legit 81.
Yes.
All right?
Yes. I'm not even recognizing this Bam Adebayo 83 one.
Seriously, what are they doing? How can they have this league?
The league's a joke.
It is a joke.
Come on.
By the way, aren't you kind of rigging the game by doing that?
Yes. Yes.
Isn't there some sort of, with all the gambling stuff?
Yeah, some people ought to be fired up about that.
Can't you, what do you do? Doesn't that impact, you're winning by 20 and you're fouling.
So ridiculous. I don't know what you do. There's so many things going on in this league. I don't know how you manage it or control it.
This play. Here's the problem, right? And this is the problem that LeBron brought in. And good for LeBron, but this is the problem he brought in. He made it a players' league.
Yeah.
And the players run everything.
Players run everything.
So they go rogue.
Yes.
So you could go rogue and foul and do all this nonsense. And these coaches, they sit there like idiots, right? Like doofuses. They just sit there while the players do whatever they want.
But there's also says something about this generation of players. Why would you want the record that way? Why would you think that's cool to be a part of this way of getting this record? It's just a weird, lame way to get this record.
It is lame.
We got 80. Yeah, you got 83, but not in a real game. It was nonsense.
Yes.
And to be happy that that's a cool way to do this or let's do it, I wouldn't even want to be part of that. It's ridiculous.
Listen, I believe the players need to be compensated. All right?
Yeah, of course. Owners are making $1 bazillion.
Right? So I'm all about get whatever you can get, the most of it.
Agreed.
However, and I agree with Eddie Wright, player empowerment is a huge issue. You compensate them, but you can't give them control.
I don't know how you control something like that last night. I don't think there's any way you can. It's just a mindset of the way players are thinking.
Yes.
I mean, how do you clamp down on that?
Yes.
You can't.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like an asterisk next to that. Like, if I was Bam, I'd be like, I don't want to break Kobe's record like this. It's ridiculous.
Well, like that's the thing. Like, and it's like, it's Wilt, then me, then Kobe.
Yeah.
Shut up, Bam.
Was it Oubre last night? Who was like,
Dude.
Embiid did it in 3 quarters or whatever?
Yeah. By the way, he did.
No, right. So
Like,
yeah, I was
Embiid was way more legitimate.
Yeah.
Like, Embiid could score 100.
that night he could have. Yeah.
He could have. If you ever played again, you never know.
So let me ask you, dude,
real quick, just because the Sixers
won Sixer.
Tyrese is out for 3 weeks.
3 weeks with the pinky.
The tendon.
Yeah.
Right? But dude, this team is like I love them so much I hate them. Right? Like campaign. Come on, bro. Like this is a league where campaign scores 32 on a given night, and you know he's chesty about it. You know.
Oh, he was chesty, all right.
I mean, campaign. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing with this league? How could you possibly watch this league?
I don't know. You do. You do. How do you do it? How do you do it?
It's horrific. It's horrendous. Slop. The slop of this league is horrible. Thank God the tournament. You know, March NBA always sucks.
Yeah.
Right? It always does. At least for the last 15 years. Before that, they tried every game, like Kobe, right?
Yeah.
Really, since early 2010s. It's unwatchable. Thank God for the tournament, because we could watch basketball all day today. And
dude, I watched Sienna Merrimack.
Right.
Merrimack's got a local kid in it. Great.
Yeah, you're
great.
watching like good basketball, like basketball. This stuff, it's just horrible.
So I
unimaginative.
I think I read if they like lose a playing game, or if they're one of the last teams, then they'll have a 10% chance to keep a top 4 pick. Do you think they have a 10% chance of winning a playoffs? A better chance of getting the top 4 pick or winning a playoff series?
I don't know. It depends if Embiid can play. If Embiid plays, they have a better chance of winning the series.
All right.
You know? What am I rooting for? At this point, I
think you got to get the 4 pick if you can.
At this point, I'll take the 10% chance.
I'm with you.
Yeah. That's what I want.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too.
At this point, that's what I want.
And I mean, yeah,
I want the 10%.
I mean, there's no way Embiid's going to sign up for that because he's only got a few years left. But
no, but I mean, like, what? Like,
once Maxi's out 3 weeks, you're like,
and by the way, like, what are you looking for? Like, are they going to beat Boston now that Tatum's back?
No.
I mean, stop.
No.
Are they beating Cleveland? No, they're not beating Detroit. I mean, come on. They're not beating Cleveland. There's no way in the world. I don't care what anybody says. They ain't beating the Cavs. They're not going to beat Detroit, and they're not beating Boston.
Yeah.
So what does it matter?
Tank away.
I can't believe we're in this spot again with them. All right, give me some nuts.
All right. We'll do some.
No. Beaches nuts. Nuts. It's just time for Beaches nuts. Beaches nuts. Nuts.
Your boy. It's been a big night for the Italianos. Celebrini got 90 points in 62 games. He's the 3rd fewest games as a teenager to reach 90 points. Crosby did it in 54 games. Gretzky 56 games.
Dude, he's awesome.
Yes.
Are you in the Olympics?
A teenager.
Dude, he's ridiculous.
Teenager.
See, that's the killer. Like, imagine if we had Celebrini. Like, of all the picks, and like that's what this franchise needs desperately.
Oh, yes.
All right?
That would
because as much as I love Beachcoff,
energizes.
As much as I love Beachcoff, he ain't him. You know what I mean?
I kind of thought he was a little bit.
Nah, he ain't him. Like,
he's
in another worldly. Like, he's a McDavid, McKinnon. Like, that's who he is. Beachcoff, you're hoping that someday he could be, OV light,
Yes. Yeah, it was like teenager. I forgot. After watching him in the Olympics and stuff, I just forget he's a teenager.
I watch these late. It's my weird, guilty habit of watching late night sports, and I watch them a lot. I love watching them play.
Yeah, I'll bet. So there's a basketball coach, University of South Florida, Brian Hodgins. He's going to be on the move, people think. He's in the label. He's a candidate for Syracuse, but he wants people to know, don't be poaching my players and reaching out to them in DMs.
Dude, I love this guy.
Because I will come for you.
Did I send it to you?
No.
That was my number you had.
I sent it to you.
I love this dude.
This guy's great. He's like...
And I'll say that about this. We do a good job with our guys, and I've got a very close relationship with them. So any of these clowns out here that think they're gonna reach out to my guys before the season ends and start sending the DMs and having the third party, I will find you. I'm not like the rest of these college basketball coaches. We will have a face-to-face conversation. I can promise you that.
You know we're clipping.
Hold on, Goodman.
Wait. You know we're clipping this. We're going to put this
no.
out there for everybody to see.
No, I want it out there because there's some real clowns out there, and it may work with other people. It doesn't work with me. We're all going to be in Indianapolis. I will find you, and we should I repeat? What's the movie with Liam Neeson? Taken. I've got a particular set of skills that make me a nightmare for people.
Hodgson, hold on, man.
It makes me a nightmare
I
for
love
people
that
like
dude.
these clowns out here.
That dude.
Yeah.
Hey, we're all going to be in Indianapolis. All the coaches go. Final four, we're all there. They have the coaches meeting.
Yeah.
All right, they're all there.
I will find you.
I will find you.
Yeah.
And I will kill you.
He's at the top of my list for Cuse.
I have a certain set of skills.
It makes me a nightmare for people like you.
That's great. That's fabulous.
The Big 12, they debuted some new technology for North America, the LED courts. I think I'm in on these LED courts. Like, not only do they do all this crazy stuff, like in the intermissions, I was watching some of it. During the intermissions, they put up stats and stuff for the whole place to read. I like it.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm curious what the players think, like what bouncing a ball off the glass feels like. If it's any different than bouncing off the hardwood. If it plays any different.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you the technology underneath it. I don't know how it works, but it's cool.
Yeah. So
it's the future of advertising, in arena advertising.
Every arena is going to be like that.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to get this real quick.
They'll do it with the ice too.
Portage County, Ohio. Major Bigfoot surge. Sightings galore for Sasquatch, Bigfoot. March 6th, Mantua, Ohio. A 9-foot brown figure spotted near Routes 44. March 7th, an 8-foot figure with a deep vibrating grunt. March 9th, a hiker encounters an 8-foot Sasquatch. March 9th, 10-foot black figure in a stilt-like gait and a musky odor. March 9th.
Like Bigfoot's got smell?
Yeah.
You know where the odor
6-foot round figure spotted. They're all over this county of Ohio right now.
Can he play edge?
He probably could play some edge. Yeah. I don't know what his first steps. I don't know what the first steps like.
Does he got get off?
Yeah, I don't think he's got any get off. But if you're driving through Ohio, Portage County, keep your eye out.
Bigfoot. I love it. Back in the day, baby. Let's do it.
Wait, OT.
OT back in the day. We're doing OT. Let's do it. OT. Overtime.
We're going back. We're going back. We're going back in the day with True Mark. Oh, yeah.
By the way, please like and subscribe. It really helps out. Like. Subscribe.
Yeah.
Tell your friends.
Share it. Comment. Great show. Comments help. The algorithm loves comments. Back in the day, we're going Speedy Claxton. He had coaches Hofstra. He just earned them their first bid to the tournament in 25 years. Here he is at Hofstra with Jay Wright back in the day. Before they both, went pro and became one of the greatest college basketball coaches.
That's a great picture.
Yeah.
Speedy's
got Hofstra playing right.
Wow. That's a great bust out name. Speedy Claxton. All right. I can't wait for this baseball game tonight.
yeah.
How about Bryce?
I was going to bring my flag in today.
I still can't believe that you sat Bryce Harper like you didn't know that you
and Frankman.
It's insane.
I don't know. Well, I guess
and we got Nola. Nola's
dude. Because he was on MLB Network on Hot Stove, and he's like, "Oh, we got our ticket punched. They've removed that clip from. They scrubbed it from MLB Network and TV. It's like on a private. They privatized it or made it private on YouTube, so you can't see it.
Really?
They're trying to cover their man's back to roast a little bit, but it's out there already. Once it's out there already, what are you gonna do?
Oh, he messed up.
Yeah,
you bleeped up.
Yeah, he did. He owned it afterwards. He's like,
did they go? What were they doing? They were partying.
Were they?
Yeah, they were like after they beat Mexico. Apparently, they were partying.
Oh. So Bryce doesn't party, so
he must have told them that they were already in, so guys were partying.
So bad.
It's bizarre.
It is bizarre. Like, where did they get that intel from?
Yeah, I still don't even know. The tournament itself is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's a great tournament. You can't have tiebreaker rules like that. You just can't.
I agree.
All right, that's going to do it for us. Jules, great job, Professor Jules.
Julia.
Everybody, a lot of fun. Chat. Football. What does chat say about Wednesday Night Football?
Most people are in on it. Yeah, if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. That's what they say. That's what they're telling me.
They need to do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday every week.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday?
Yeah, Monday. What do you think?
I don't like Friday Night Football.
Why?
It's for high schools. Leave the high schools have their night.
Listen.
Friday nights for high schools.
There's a lot of Friday. There's a lot of Friday
all of
afternoons.
Texas. It's the biggest night in Texas.
Cares about Texas. If they want to go to high school games, go to high school game.
The high school kids should be watching the games.
They got plenty of opportunities. They can play. It's like college. Like on Saturdays. You got all kind. We have high school games on Saturdays too.
Do you hate leaving the house? Do you just like sitting home and watching football every night?
I love it. I love it. All right.
No, we can't. Big Farts Jones leaving us with a fire topper.
Why?
That's the second one I've seen in this chat.
He's the one coach I like in town.
Right.
Him and Talk.
No, start now. You can't leave it that.
Yo, Eddie Wright. Talk.
You already said only old guard fans truly defend Hockett.
I love it. I'm going to take Eddie Wright to the game and have him sit with Talk after the game.
Give him some criticism, some feedback.
No, just let Talk explain himself to him.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
All right. Leave Topper. Poor Topper.
There's Slopper. Rich McIntyre gives us a slobber. Rich Topper's just taking all kinds of shrapnel at the end of the show.
Did you hear the Wheeler? The cut wheel? Did you play that?
Oh, I did play a Wheeler through a bullpen session, made the glove pop. Topper gave him about time.
Yeah, that's
been waiting
great.
for that.
That was awesome, man. It was great. All right. Everybody, we love you guys. Have a great day. We'll see you in the morning.
We all silly like the mayor.